You are a part of the Symphony of Life. October 12, 2013. I am Lady Venus, consort to Sanat Kumara, Queen of Venus. I am a member of the White Sisterhood and a priestess of the Divine Mother. I embody the truth, power and grace of the Divine Feminine. I travel the distances between our worlds on the flight of a pure white horse, a winged horse. There is no need for a physical conveyance, for the energy of our message travels at the speed of thought. And with the sacred intention of anchoring the love of the Divine Mother upon the soil of Gaia, I have sent to Earth one of my daughters, our scribe. By daughter, I mean one who carries our energy patterns in her being. She is one who has embodied as male and female, during many lifetimes, but always she has carried our signature. Many are my daughters and priestesses who are now awakening in your lands. Across the face of the planet, the masses stir, male and female. All but the most recalcitrant are aware of our presence, but even these stubborn ones feel a change in the air. With the great shift that occurred late last year, a new energy has descended upon the earth. There has been a subtle shifting of awareness in many who are sensitive to vibration. In some of our way showers, there has been an unexplainable lifting to the heart and lightening of the mood, despite the ongoing physical adjustments that are being made to your bodies. Many are discovering the calm still point of the high heart and higher mind centers, the balance between masculine and feminine energies in one's own being. Within this peaceful place, you can rest and rejuvenate although the world around you appears to be plunged into chaos. Discovering this inner balance is of utmost importance during this transitional period from one paradigm to the blossoming of a new one, a paradigm that is still in the process of being created by the collective you. The anchoring of the Divine Feminine, or rather the re-anchoring of this energy in the world, will not bring us shifting from patriarchy to matriarchy. Rather, humanity is maturing as a species and transforming from an insular being to one who has the innate ability to transcend dimensions and frequencies, to travel the galaxy and the universes, without leaving home. There is a great potential that exists within your race, placed there by your creators. The keys exist within. The quest is to find the golden door and to open it. By coming into self-mastery, by discovering balance within, by ascending through the frequency fields of fourth dimension and into the fifth and beyond, you open a doorway into a vast new world without limitations. And the doorway exists within your own being, your high heart center. It is the beginning and the end, the alpha and omega, the circle, the spiral, the sphere, the triangle, the cube, the tetrahedron, the star, the rose, all in one. It is the sacred temple of the God within, the Christ, the Anointed One, your soul. In opening the door to your heart, you have the potential to discover treasures, gifts and jewels of great value, not in the worldly sense, but for your development as an individual and co-creator with your fellow creatures. And if you are feeling guilty about so much focus on your own path, realize this, that every step you take on the spiral staircase, you clear the energies for another and another, those who will walk in your footsteps. Nothing that you do for yourself on the ascension path is selfish. There will be naysayers, and we say to them, look to your own welfare and seek not to control or correct another, for someday, you will walk on the same or similar path. You, our brave ones who were chosen to follow the path of forgetfulness and separation from Source, are now waking up and rediscovering your true value. Each of you is a pearl without price, a gem, a facet of the great diamond of the Divine Mind. You have never been separate from Creator or Source or from us, your brothers and sisters. We have always walked beside you in your dreams, perhaps disguised, but with great respect for your free will. Even now, as you wake up and become conscious, you have the choice to close down, again, to withdraw from connecting to our energies, but we hope you won't. Dear ones, do you realize that we miss you? That we love you like long-lost cousins, sisters, daughters, sons, even husbands and wives? We miss the daily contact and interaction of family, for that is what you are to us. Although we live in a higher frequency, invisible to most, we walk beside you. We are aware of your vibration, your singular note that adds to the symphony of life. It is time for you to realize that you are worthy of love. It is time to move out of fear, out of feeling like a victim, unable to control your life. It is time for you to step into your power, to acknowledge your value, for each one of you is important to the whole. Each one of you carries unique gifts, inner knowledge and wisdom, the lack of which would be to the detriment of the collective. Although I am a priestess of the divine feminine, in my being I am completely balanced, between the masculine and feminine energies. One who carries the old image of a lusty goddess in his head might experience difficulty in conceptualizing of what I speak. Let me put it in musical terms. A symphony is made up of notes that flow, lift and spiral. This is feminine energy. The bars, the meter, the lines upon which the notes are set, are the masculine structure that contains the flowing notes. Together with these two intrinsic energies blended and balanced, music can send the soul into ecstasy. Witness the great music that has lived through the ages, that of Mozart and other great composers, as well as the simpler but still profound pieces of your folk artists. These pieces of music are balanced between masculine and feminine energies, so they endure in the hearts of people who may not have any outward understanding of the construction of music. So, all great artistic creations are a balance between masculine and feminine energies. It has always been so, and that is why the arts have often been the target of your erstwhile controllers. They sought to hide away the secret of life that was so apparent to them, but that they feared would lead to their downfall if discovered by the masses. The arts have come down as remnants of the ancient sacred teachings of the temples that existed on Atlantis and Lemuria. The truth of humanity and life has been interwoven into musical pieces, paintings, sculpture, crafts, architecture, poetry and stories, often by the hands and minds of those who have been our priests and priestesses in other lifetimes. The healing arts are remnants of the ancient sciences taught to the people by their tutors, ascended masters and galactics, often in the temple precincts, for the energies used could also be misused, and so it was with the fall, especially of Atlantis. There currently exists an imbalance in the healing arts, between the overly masculine perspective of allopathic medicine with its instruments and drugs, and the more feminine healing arts of Reiki, massage, and other energy modalities. Yet we see, in your future, science and spirituality moving together as leading-edge scientists discover the elemental world and the existence of consciousness separate from physical bodies. A natural balance between modalities will then occur. How soon will depend on how willing individuals are to step beyond the boundaries and discover what is there to be seen by anyone intent on expanding their consciousness. Your scientists already are aware that the cells in your bodies communicate to each other, but have not yet taken the step in coming to an acceptance that the cells are conscious in their own right. With the rise in frequency levels, that step will come sooner than you might think. Each of you contains within the keys to your own future. Learn to come into self-acceptance and gratitude for what you have in your life, be it difficult circumstances that are initiators and teachers. Everything that you have created, in concert with your soul. Your guides and mentors, unheard and unseen, have nevertheless brought you into an awareness that now is the time to step up, become an adult, accept your self-worth, learn to love self and to honor your path. From whatever direction you have come, you are being called home. It is time to let go of the fears, the imagined impediments, and the procrastination, and to move into the light and love that has always surrounded you. You have never truly been disconnected or separate from Source. This separation was a construct of your rational mind. Be willing to step into paradox and leave thinking behind. This does not mean that you will become insane. Indeed, you will discover that you are more grounded, strong and powerful than ever before. Balance comes by letting go of the belief that you are powerless and a victim of others' actions against you. That way of living in constant fear, worry and confusion is insane. A woman can be powerful without losing her femininity. Likewise, a man can be gentle and kind without becoming less than what society believes as being a man. In finding self-acceptance, In allowing yourself to become aware that you already contain within all that you need, you will discover your own path and gifts with which you can truly add to the symphony of life. By becoming balanced, calm and expansive, you will find yourself walking in new worlds, creating with others a world that offers peace, abundance, beauty and well-being for all its inhabitants. In one of her recent dreams, our scribe found herself joyfully flying through the air and diving and swimming like a dolphin in the sea. She was laughing and full of energy, freed from restraints and worry. She was living in the moment. Be there with her, in a place filled with laughter, joy, peace and beauty. There is so much that we would like to communicate to you today, but we'll leave you with these thoughts. You are love. You are light. You are the dreamer and the dream. Call upon us for assistance, support and healing when needed. As mentors and guides, we lovingly attend you, always, in the fullness of unconditional love and respect for your free will. Go in grace and let your light shine into the world. Namaste. We bow to the divinity that exists within each of you. Thank you, beloved Lady Venus. Channeled by Tezjima, Elizabeth Ayres Escher. BlueDragonJournal.com